All right, so quick update. Since I said when I started this, I would be completely honest and talk about the good and the bad. And so far, the first 2 weeks, it's all been really good. I've been tracking everything I ate. Last week on Saturday, just spur of the moment, I was fixing to make chicken, and I thought, you know what, I want to have a cheat meal. And so I told Cam, let's order some pizzas. And then I thought about it, and I said, no, that's kind of my MO. That's how I always do things. Is it's just I'm going to do this, and then all of a sudden I want to do something, and I'll do it, and I'll eat whatever. And so I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and cook chicken, and we'll have that tonight. Let's plan. Let's not just have a cheat meal on the whim. Let's plan it, and we'll do it next Saturday. So the plan was to eat really clean for basically 2 weeks, and then after that have a cheat meal and just have one meal. And so that was the plan. Well, we ended up, me and the boys, getting tickets to the Ranger game for Friday night. And so I thought, well, it makes more sense to have a cheat meal going to the Ranger game. So that was the plan, is I was going to have a cheat meal at the Ranger game with the boys, and it would be all fine. But Friday morning, we were moving my parents, and over the course of that 3 or 4 hours of working, I started getting really dehydrated. I was sweating a lot. It was really hot, and I got dehydrated. I didn't drink enough water. I should have. And so when lunch rolled around, I was so hungry, and the kids wanted to go to Chewy's, and so I just said, yeah, that's fine. We'll go to Chewy's. And they set the chips and jalapeno ranch in front of me, and I just inhaled it. I don't know how many baskets of chips, 5, 6 baskets maybe by myself. I don't know. I ate a ton of chips and the jalapeno ranch. And then I had the Big as Yo Face burrito with steak and beans, but I did get the queso on the side just to limit the calories to 2,500 calories for the entire meal. I don't have any idea how many calories it was. And so then we went to the Ranger game, of course, and the boys and I had a piece of pizza. The pizza was probably the size of my face. It was probably like 2 or 3 slices of pizza that you'd get from somewhere else. And then we also had some Bluebell ice cream at the game. So yesterday was kind of just wheels off. And then on the way home, is we left the game about 10 o'clock, 10:30. And driving home, I really was just praying the boys would say, I'm hungry, let's get Whataburger. But they didn't. And so I just drove, and I didn't stop and get something to eat. The reason I wanted to share that and kind of just tell you is because for most of my life, that would have been the moment where wheels fall off and I go crazy for a couple of weeks, and then I get mad at myself and decide, all right, I need to start again. But I woke up this morning and I hit the reset button and went back to eating clean, recording everything, and making sure that I was on track. And I kind of hit my macros today, a little low on the protein, but I still have a little bit. I'll probably get a protein shake here in just a little bit, and they'll put me at like right around 190 grams of protein for the day, and right around, I think, 2,200 calories. So it was kind of discouraging, and yesterday I fell back into old patterns, but I didn't let those patterns continue, and I got back on it today, making good decisions. And like I said, that's where in the past it would have been messed up. And the other thing is I'm learning is make sure I allow myself to have cheat meals, but plan them. Don't just do them spur of the moment. Because like I said, that's the old pattern. That's how I've always done it, is craving, feel like it, oh, I'll just have a cheat meal. And then a cheat meal one night becomes a cheat meal the next day. And, and you can't start a new diet on anything but a Monday. So we got to wait till next week. And so it's learning to change those patterns. With that, I was up like 2 pounds this morning. I think it would have probably been like 16 as much food as I ate yesterday from lunch and dinner. but I think I sweated and I moved. I did look at my watch, and I went 8 miles yesterday, and right around 18,000 steps. So at least I did burn some calories. So back on, and I'll keep going.